Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do a pour I've never done before, so it could turn out really great. It could be a total flop. I've prepared 2 cups, identical for the most part. The layers might be a little bit different, but I'm going to also make up a 3rd cup, a larger one, to pour in the center. And what I want to do on the sides is use the same colors that are in the center of the painting, but to make some patterns, because this is, I think it's 16 or 18 by 24. I'm not sure, 16 or 18. And so I don't have my 20 by 20 that I'm used to pouring on. And the sides here, the outsides here get kind of left out, and then you have to overstretch your center. So anyway, I want to make some swirls. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I want to do. So let's get started. I'm going to do this side and then that side, and then I'm going to make my cup on film or tape or whatever you want to call it on camera. For the middle, and it's identical to these two, or it will be. Okay, and I may have, I'm going to also reduce, I usually grab these cups. I usually use this really big one, it's 24 ounce. I'm going to go with the 20 ounce, and so it'll be about probably 18 ounces of paint for the center. And I may actually have to make up some more white. It's going to depend. So, those are the perimeters. Okay. This paint is really thick. I'm going to go this way now. I don't know if that just messed it up, but these are for the galaxy pours. So I just want a different pattern on the edges, and hopefully I can blend the two together. I love the galaxy pour. I just absolutely love it, as you are well aware of. Now I'm just going to bring this on in so I don't waste this paint. I should have done just a little bit less in these cups. It's a little more paint than I need, quite honestly. Okay. That's one. Turn it around and try to get, I love this right here. The thickness I'm not real happy with, but this little bit, I love it, love it, love it. And that's what I really wanted to see, and it's dripping off the canvas. There we go. So let me squeeze my cup a little bit more and see if I can't do a better job of getting the little No. I should have used a smaller cup. It is becoming quite obvious. That's okay. A lot of this is going to be actually poured off. But I wanted to have a different pattern. I love this design too, this kind of, I don't know, it looks like a worm or something to me. A vortex pour, I guess is what I would call it. It just makes this really cool vortex that I think is quite interesting. this to the center. Move this to the center. Try to get the weight of the paint to the center. Okay, that's pretty cool actually in and of itself, isn't it? Well, I wonder if I just put white in there and just started stretching it. We'll try that another time. I'm going to change my mind in midstream. Okay, so here's my pour cup. And this is dripping, which I'm not real thrilled about. But it is what it is. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, I'm going to bring my colors over here. And hopefully this will be really cool. Okay, so here's my pour cup. Hopefully I have enough paint, at least the white. And I wrote down how I did this, so I could get it the same. So I'm going to do a tiny bit of white right in the center, and that's an Artist Loft white, and this is True Yellow from Arteza, and then Copper from Deco Art, and then this Berry from Deco Art, and Brass, and I can't remember who I got that from. Sapphire, and I put black in this, and I also put satin enamel in my white and my blue, and then gold and white and gold, sapphire, and the copper. The copper is a little bit darker than the brass. It's yellow. For a little bit more. And my berry. Brass. Gold. Sapphire. And put all the rest of the gold in here. There isn't much. Let's see, it's gold, sapphire gold, and white. And sapphire. Okay, I'm going to put just a little bit of this yellow is all I have left. It's going to make a green, but that's fine. It'll be around the edges. Okay. All right. And I'm going to put a little bit of white in the center. I'm going to have plenty of paint on this canvas, since I don't need to fill in the edges. I'm going to necessarily. I've kept all my cups with a little bit of paint in it that I can kind of cover things up with. Okay. And I am going to pour it from this angle. This pattern has a difficult time working this way, but I've made it work before, so I have a hard time keeping my hands steady. I'm just shaking it all over the place, folks. Alright, well, I didn't pour it to the center very well, did I? It kind of crowded. That's okay. It's going to be an interesting painting. I didn't really get a good pour in the center because I kept shaking and moving around. It's okay, it's just not as consolidated a pattern as I was hoping for. I'm going to do just a vortex pour at some point because I love this. I just think it's so cool. Lots of bubbles, as usual. Okay, now I'm going to turn everything this way so y'all can see it from straight on. All those cells that I really don't want to pour off. far so good. Gosh, I'm a mess. The way in which my body was there for a minute was a little difficult. That's really cool. I loved that. I have to stretch this way, and I'm going to lose a lot of that, which is really unfortunate. Just trying to think of how I want to do this. I really love this side. I think I'm gonna, well, I'm gonna have to stretch both sides, but darn. Well, because I really have a lot of paint on here that I want to get off there, but I don't want to lose too much of that first cup. I want to keep that. I think it looks really neat. Okay, I think we're going to just really stretch that center, and then we'll go from there. I'm just going to pour a bunch off to about there. That looks like a flame. It's pretty cool. Shoot. I want to open that up. Oh, but I really love this. So I'm torn. Let me wash my hands. Okay. I think I like this side better than I like this side, so I'm going to stretch that off, because opening this up, I think is going to give us some beautiful designs. I'm not sure though. Guys, I kind of like it, and that's why I'm humming and hawing around. I think I should have used a little less paint, even more so in the center cup. Or done, I don't know. I think doing the sides first and then the center was absolutely the way to go, because you don't have a ridge line where the two meet, you know? So, okay, let's stretch some of this. Coming down this way now. This did not turn out the way I had imagined it, but I love that. And this streak down, it almost looks like the spine of animal or something. It's just really interesting. I really like that part. I'm sorry I had to pour that off. And this is just so many straight lines. I'm not happy with the straight line look at all. I think, well, I don't really have the paint to make another cut, do I? Well, you know, I think I'm just going to stretch everything that way and pull this more into the center. I'm just not real happy with these straight lines. I don't like them. So like I said, it could be wonderful and it could be a disaster because I've never done it before, not combining all the three like that. I'm bending those lines. I really like this yellow stripe here, so I want to keep that too. That yellow. Well, that's pretty. You know, you just really have to experiment with these pieces. Now the orientation for me is this way. I still don't like all those lines. They're really bothering me. Let's stretch it even more. I guess some of my yellow is going to go away, but I want this pattern to cover more of the canvas. I think maybe the next one I do is just going to be the 2 cups that I started with no center cup, but I'm going to pour it more in the center to go outward, because I love what I got from that. And I think I'll even use the same colors just to show contrast. That's much better. Wow, that's really cool. I like that. Okay, well, I love it. I think it's really, really pretty. And look how all these colors in the lines make it look like a dome of some sort, almost like you're going into, here we go again, a cave or a cavern. I can't help it, that's just the way it just looks like that. But it almost looks like, you know what it reminds me of? This is terrible, but like the Hall of the Lost Souls or something, like you see in Purgatory paintings. It's a little crazy, but that's what it reminds me of. Anyway, okay, please like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think. And join me for the next one where I do this technique alone with 2 cups. We'll try to make a really cool vortex of some sort. Alright, until next time. Bye-bye.